Yes, sir, it is.
We all good?
Yeah, everything's all good.
Cool, man.
Yo, what's going on, my fellas?
What's up?
How's y'all week been?
Week's been cool. Cool week. A lot of work.
I wanted to finish this chapter.
Yeah.
It's all good. Let's just bullshit for a bit. You can finish that.
John is over here reading the newest chapter of the One Piece manga. So
Yeah, chapter 957.
unfortunately, I am not all caught up with it. Eric is, and so is John. You know, but it's all good. I'll make it there one day. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of episodes. It's a lot of episodes to go through, but
No spoilers.
word. Shit.
Yo, do you think car sex hit different when it's an Uber pool?
What?
Whoa.
Yo, bro.
Yo, you just turned it up to another level.
Yo,
Okay.
honestly,
Ask my fault. Ask me again. Ask me that again.
If I was in an Uber pool, bro.
Do car sex hit different if it's an Uber pool?
It depends what kind of. Is this like a suburban?
No, you just what suburban? Where do we live? Oh wait, what? I thought you meant suburbs. You mean cars?
No. Yeah.
Any car, bro. You just in an Uber pool. It has to be an Uber pool, not an Uber X.
Okay, but what I'm saying, if it's a suburban, you can get it off. But if
I
you
didn't
just
specify, no specification.
okay, but what I'm saying
But do it
is
hit different? Because you got an Uber driver driving you, and it's a pool, so someone you don't know.
somebody you exactly.
Would you do it? Would you get to it?
Like I said, it depends what kind of car I'm in, and
Any
it
car,
depends
any
how
car.
I'm feeling. Like I said, if it's a suburban and I'm a little off the, you know what I mean? I get one quick one. What about you?
I'll probably do it in any car. Fuck it. What are they gonna say to me?
So in a Prius.
In a Prius? Yeah. The fuck? I've never been picked up in an Uber Prius. Have you?
Yeah, in LA.
Well, we're not in LA.
I'm just saying, this happened. You asked me a question, I answered.
Fair. Fair enough.
Shit, my fault.
I know, right, John? But word, I would definitely do it.
Would you?
Yeah. Why not?
In a Prius though? I'm just thinking about Prius now. Like I'm trying to think, like a Fiat.
Do they have Uber Fiats? Because
Why not?
I'd probably request one. I'm like, you'd have to tip the guy
Why?
because he just had sex in his car.
He already seen my tip, so.
Oh boy.
Hey,
So you saying?
hey, you brought it here. Don't be mad at me.
You already gave him the tip.
Oh no.
Is that what you're saying?
No.
Is that what you're
No,
saying? So
no.
you don't need to give one because you had already
No.
procured one for him.
No, that's not what I said.
It's kind of what you said.
No, it's not.
It's all good. It's all good. Honestly.
Pause. I'm so mad I said that. That's a wild shit to say.
No one's pausing you.
That's nah,
Just
okay.
pausing you.
But yeah, so off that, y'all heard the Baby new album?
We said last week we did not listen to the video. Is it good though?
It's
How many tracks do you like from it?
I'm gonna say like 8.
How many tracks is it?
8.
That's a lot. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up right now.
What you got? 8 tracks. You loved every
We
single
got
one.
like 19.
He got mad songs.
37 songs.
Nah, 13. That's not that much.
Yeah, that's not
Like 8 though.
That's
To be honest,
that's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
How many times did you listen to it?
like 4 times.
Alright, so it might grow on you a little.
Yeah, exactly. Like certain songs might hit better at certain times. You know what I'm saying? I never heard it how it's gonna go off in the like a party scene or nothing like that. So that changes my.
He's doing pretty good. I heard he was projected to sell like 100.
130,
Those
150.
Those
Yeah,
are pretty decent. I think.
That's pretty good though.
That's pretty good word.
He
That's
has-
great,
he has, like,
actually.
a pretty good
Like, but
buzz around him.
How do y'all feel about? Alright, say you in a party and say you didn't like a certain song, but you hear it in a party and it just go off like everybody's bumping to it like.
It happens all the time. I wouldn't be surprised.
Huh?
If I'm in a party, so I'm gonna be turned to it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but
I wouldn't
does
I
it
wouldn't-
change your view on the song
No.
after, or is it
Nah.
you still don't like the song?
Because I didn't like it for a reason. I'm not gonna listen to it like on my own or on a personal
The
level.
only reason I'm lit right now
Yeah,
because I'm
because
lit right now.
That's how I felt about Fetty Wap. When Fetty Wap was like popping that one summer, I didn't really like his music, but every time I was drunk and it was on, that shit went crazy.
Yeah, nah, facts.
Like that was really good drunk music.
Fetty Wap had a moment.
He had like a summer. He had like a full summer.
Moment, like for real. Fuck.
And then he kind of like disappeared.
So shit, did y'all hear any of the projects that dropped, those songs that dropped this past Friday or past week?
What projects?
Kevin Gates also dropped a
Kevin
project.
Gates.
Yeah.
Young and May dropped a project.
She did?
Yeah.
I want to listen to that. What is it?
What you mean? What is it?
What's the project called?
Oh, I'm like, I got you right now.
Adventures.
Nice,
Chill.
bro. She's dead as nice.
History in the making.
Sucked.
To be honest, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good? I'm gonna listen to it.
To be honest, what it was for me,
myself.
it sounded like she was trying to do like
another hit.
She's trying to she was chasing that, and I heard that it was like it's whatever. To be honest, I didn't listen to the full thing, but I maybe went through half of it, and it's 21 songs.
That's good though.
But I didn't like one song, and I listened to that, so that's kind of bad. I'm being honest.
She doesn't put out much music in between the times when she drops, so like to have that many is expected from an artist like that.
She just making them.
Like exactly, like she's not really dropping.
That's not necessarily true.
That's not true,
I
bro.
expect it personally.
No, that's not true because if you're gonna flood me with music, please make sure that it's gonna be good music. Like to be honest, it sounded very
basically
effortless to me.
Some could have like taken off.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe if she would have shortened it.
Yeah.
Like me hearing like 10 oohs in a row, like I'm. It's like come on. It's like
I feel like
10 in a row.
I'm not saying like it was the same exact format but I could just hear that in the music, like definitely.
I feel like if you're an artist and you don't put out music like that often, like the stuff you do put out should have like considerably more thought into it. You know what I mean? Because you have more time to work on it in theory and like pick what's a winner, what's not a winner.
Yeah. Sometimes, I guess.
Yeah, like no. If you're dropping like a mixtape every single year or album every year, I wouldn't care that much as long as like the music's still good at its core.
I think she dropped something every year.
Nah,
I haven't heard from her since.
She rarely drops music, but she would drop like singles and shit.
Yeah.
I feel it would be.
That's what I mean. If
but
you drop like full projects.
But that was old. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of been her formula for like since she came out. To be honest, like with her freestyle shit, like she would drop a but I feel like she was dropping more freestyles consistently back then.
She's an independent artist.
Is she?
Yeah.
I don't know who she sounds like.
She just had an interview talk about how like she's doing shit independent.
Okay, I didn't know that.
To promote this album, I skimmed across it like 2 weeks ago. But like I'm not the biggest fan of hers to be honest. So like I didn't put much thought into it.
Okay.
But I mean like I'm sure she's going about it her own way.
Yeah. French Montana, Post Malone, and Cardi B dropped this one together also.
Who?
French Montana, Cardi B, and Post Malone dropped this
one.
one.
Sounds about right.
I think yeah.
Bro, that shit is my fault. That was accident. That shit is gonna go.
It's fire?
I mean,
I've seen that they put out a video for it too.
To be honest, I don't think it's all that, but just that lineup alone, and the video is out, like you already know they put money into that one, so that one is just gonna go off that alone.
Of course.
So yeah, it was okay. Not a biggest fan of it. I'll play it though in a party.
Do you know the band the Black Keys?
Yeah.
I saw an interview recently with them, and they just dropped a new album like last year, and they were telling how like those bundle packages work, and like how much the company actually makes off the stream versus like what the artist sees and what the label does.
Yeah,
it's all just like such a scam,
bro.
Like people's numbers now, they don't really mean much because how you do it is like they bundle one digital sale of the album with like a ticket sale.
A ticket sale
or the artist gets back $5 of each ticket sale on their tour to the label. Yeah. And they count that as one album purchase.
Explain that one more time.
So so let's say you're an artist, right? You're a major artist, you're planning like a tour, you have all these dates booked. For every ticket you sell, you sell, you give $5 of that revenue to the label, the label takes that $5 and puts it towards an album sale.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it inflates your numbers, but essentially what you're doing, you're giving the label like a crazy amount of money depending on your tour just to bring your albums like number 1 on the chart.
Wow.
So that's really how the bundle, like that's how that works. So like the numbers really like you can go number 1, but the label's taking like a huge cut of your tour revenue,
of course,
and you're paying for it as the artist. So,
but you gotta keep in mind, tours make a lot of money,
right? And that's like usually the area where the label doesn't touch that money; it goes to the artist. But now they found a way to extort that.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's how these bundle packages work. You know, you can also bundle it with like merch, a T-shirt, and they count that. So like, the guy was saying that like for his last album, he was the drummer of the Black Keys. I'm blanking on his name.
Mm-hmm.
He was talking about for his last album, his label, they approached him with that. They explained how it works.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's kind of dumb. I don't want to do that.
It's like giving away your money just so
just to
you
go
could
number
get
1. So
number one.
it's like, do you validate?
But it's crazy. It's like people's psyche though.
Yeah, word.
It's like
you want to be number 1.
You want.
Yeah.
It's not even just. I'm gonna say the fans' psyche, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because they see that number. Oh, you was the number 1 artist. I'm gonna go do your show. Like
I never put that much thought into it.
I mean,
because I've seen some artists that I don't like go number 1, and I'm like, why?
But bro, like little kids nowadays, like that's really what they're going to.
Well,
to be honest,
it's just like
they going to see the top 100. Like,
yeah, no, you're right.
So it's just like
it means a lot because you're number 1.
Once
you're
you own
getting more streams.
Yeah,
you're bringing the label more money. You know, more people going to
you
your shows.
You get a notice, like people are seeing you.
But then you have to realize if you're an artist that the more you do that, the more the less is taken from you.
Of course.
Yeah.
So you could have all the prestige of a number 1 album. You know, you're not going to get Grammys.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just
you could be making so much more. It's all about ownership.
I feel like it's different now with terms like the number 1. It's like there's so much more that goes into it. Yeah. So like numbers are just they don't really exist anymore.
It's it's crazy that you bring this up. The summit of the Revolt summit. It happened maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. I think.
I don't know what that is.
It's P Diddy. Why did I just say that?
It is P Diddy. It's the Revolt summit.
I mean, like it's his thing. It's his like he had a summit.
Well,
like
what is it?
It's like where it's a whole convention basically where people go to panels to talk.
Oh, it's like P Diddy Con.
Oh.
Like something like that.
So people cosplay as rappers?
Specifically for music?
Nah, I think it's just like for creators, period.
It's like Comic Con, so people cosplay as like a rapper.
Yo.
Back to us, man. It was Quality Control. I think it was all of them. It was not all of them. It was Lil Yachty, Coach K, and QP. I think that's his name, right? I think it's P. Something like there's
Coach K from
Quality Control. No, he's the.
I don't know, bro. I don't know who Coach K is. I know he's talking about the college basketball.
Yeah, that's all I was about to say.
That's what I thought he was talking about. I'm like, wait, why is he there? It makes no sense.
Nah.
Coach Calipari.
No. It's good.
That's just a rapper named Coach K.
No, he's not a rapper. He's just a
coach.
A label CEO, and his name is Coach K. I do not know why his name is Coach K, but his name is Coach K.
He's a coach.
Yeah,
he's kind of a coach. He's kind of a coach.
I mean,
he's like
that's cool.
What is it? He's a talent.
He finds talent. He molds it.
He fucks them. He fucks them over.
Maybe I don't know.
Nah, I heard he's actually like an old school like.
No, I'm about to talk about it.
Like
what you was bringing up with he was saying it costs $200,000 to get on the radio, on certain radio stations.
Yeah, so to get a hit on the radio, I have to play consistently. There is a payola for it. Like there is like you need to like put money into it.
But I've heard radio stations say that they didn't do that. But I know but the thing is, I know radio stations is not.
The thing is, when you sign a record deal and like you have, so let's say you're an artist, right? Mm-hmm. You make an album, you feel like it could be commercially viable. You go to your label. You go to your label, like, yo, I think I have a real like I have some hits on this. You know, you look at like, yo, I have this many interactions online. I think you should push this album. And the label will put like more money into your marketing, and they'll just take care of all that shit already. So it just happens like behind the scenes on like a corporate level at that point. But you still like everything's money, bro.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just
also like what goes into it is that people want to hear this shit.
Of course.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Of course, it got to be a good song.
Of course, yeah.
But it's just crazy to me that, I mean, obviously they got to make their money some way, somehow. But it's just I said, I don't know who's doing it, and who's not doing it. I just know I've heard like radio stations that they don't do that. But it's like, think about it. It's like, come on, my nigga, you going to deny 200,000? Like,
right, exactly.
right.
Even though like radio is down at Happy Lessons. So.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but maybe that's like the upper heads making that call.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
So maybe not the radio personality itself is doing that.
Yeah, that's what they're probably saying. Personally, I never took no money to.
Okay, so maybe yeah, it's different. But
yeah, but also I was gonna say, so it's like now the thing is like we don't really know how much a stream's worth.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's
definitely.
like the CEOs of Spotify, Apple Music, like Tidal and all that, they need to pay the labels money to make the artist catalog streamable.
Yeah.
But the label decide, just to have that music available, they need to pay the fee.
Oh yeah, of course, like the royalties and shit like that. Yeah.
Exactly,
yeah.
It's a royalty, but it gets streamed so many times, and it's just like the label. There's no way to gauge how much should go to the artist.
Yeah.
So it's just like a kind of weird thing where.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic, definitely, because I've been having these questions. I like look up articles about this shit.
Undefined.
It's just like no one really knows. Like they try to put a number on it, but it's like the amount of money going into it, and you can see it. It's just like, where's the rest of it?
Right.
Yeah.
Where's the rest of the money?
I just want to know, like, how do we calculate it?
Yeah.
Because obviously there's a way they're calculating it. If artists like Tekashi 6ix9ine or like one of these SoundCloud rappers that don't have like a legit like album out or they're not signed, their singles are going like platinum off of streams only. You know what I mean? So there has to be a way to count it. And if you're counting it that way, there should be like a heavy amount of money involved.
Definitely.
That's a fact.
Bruh.
Honestly, I feel like it's all like a sham.
Honestly, that's all it's been since music started.
It could be, to be honest.
If you're not a fully independent artist, that's just the name of the game, you know. And it's hard to get.
Is there anyone ever fully independent? Everyone always.
Mac Miller was. I know I'm like the biggest Mac Miller fanboy, but his first like 4 albums when he came out, he was completely independent. His first album that came out, Blue Slide Park, it was the first independent album to go #1, like the first week since like 1980s. Kylie Minogue did it, I believe.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's like so he was one of like the last ones. His last album he signed to Warner Brothers Records, so he wasn't independent at that point, but he came up just fully on his own.
And went #1
off
that. That's look to do.
Yeah, artists.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
artists have done it.
But I'm just saying
it's just harder. It's just harder.
Yeah, it's definitely way harder.
That's really all it is.
Definitely.
So it's just like, why would you do it if you could?
Yeah, sign that deal, get the money. You're gonna get you're gonna be shown in the public, like.
Yeah, it's just like that. It's just a game.
But at the same time, I feel like people could. Nah, it's all about the money. To be honest, if you don't got the bread to back yourself, it won't even matter. I mean, yeah, you could post your shit all on IG and shit like that, but
but you still need money to like keep up an image, you know, like pay people to edit videos, pay people for beats, things like that. You know what? You gotta spend money to make money.
Definitely.
You gotta make money to spend money. So what can you do?
Shit. I want a fucking coffee right now.
Yo, coffee would be nice.
That's why I always get the coffee right before.
And you always, I'm like, be asking you, like, bro, why you didn't get me one? Like,
you didn't say anything to me like that ever.
Yes, I have.
You've never said that to me.
The past 3 times I've gone off the train, you have been getting an iced coffee.
You never once said, hey, why didn't you get me one?
Yeah.
Never. No one's.
I'm not there for this conversation, so to be honest, I don't really know what's going on.
Never. I'm disrespectful.
Ah, man.
Am I?
Yeah.
You know who getting disrespected right now, man?
Me.
My boy Donny. Not me, stop. Nah, Donny T going through it right now.
Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Don Tizzle? He said some shit.
I'm hearing impeachment.
Impeachment.
Yeah, I heard impeachment, but I heard there's been like a poll of the U.S. citizenship saying that like apparently majority of Americans are not like as for impeachment as they were say like a few months ago.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, I guess people rationalize like, oh, he's this far into it. Let's not fucking.
That's a stupid.
Let's not rock the boat now. It's a dumb mentality.
It's a very dumb mentality. Yeah.
But what this whole impeachment thing that's popping up now, like, is it for any recent?
I think it's all like
scandal or
Russia shit.
I don't know.
It's still
to be honest,
I haven't read so much about it.
We're not a politics kind of podcast. So I just brought it up to say
I've just been seeing memes. About it,
of
like
course.
More
that's what I'm saying. I heard about it.
Of course, you always gotta see a meme about it.
And I saw he went on Twitter and was like, "I'm the most abused American president in history." Mm-hmm. And someone responded like, "JFK literally got shot in the face."
And we seen it on fucking television, bro.
You ever watched the full video?
I watched the documentary about it. Like
I seen a documentary about it also.
What's called the Zapruder film? Zapruder is the name of the guy who actually videotaped it.
I'm not sure who it was, but I know I seen it.
Yeah, now that's one of the craziest like film.
And then his
but
wife is
shit,
like trying to get the car.
It's like
because it's just like such a historical moment, and
he got it on his real camera
perfectly. Like
that sniper was real.
It's on camera, bro. His head,
the first one hit him.
Open like a watermelon.
Was it really him who did it? Did he act alone?
Yo, bro.
Who really shot JFK?
Yo, bro. Son, that dude must have been trained somewhere.
Well, he was in the army.
Yeah, he's lit.
But I think the CIA got JFK. The CIA or the mob.
That was a thing. I heard that.
That's one of the conspiracy theories that has like a lot of evidence.
Yeah, it was another cop that like heard a second shot from something ran across the fence.
You know what's funny?
The magic bullet.
Yeah, the one that's fun.
So there's like so there's an eyewitness account or a witness says that like this guy shot from under a bridge, but it hit like a civilian or something. So to make that happen, it would have had to like bounce off the bridge and like bounce somewhere else and then ricochet off somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of weird stuff with that.
Wow. Yep. Now I know they like made reenactments in certain shows with JFK and shit, like talking about it. I low key sometimes I'll be thinking sometimes that is true. But shit, what else?
Sometimes that is true. Like what? That he got shot.
I mean, like I said sometimes that's true. Like certain things in it is true, maybe because it was about some like mob shit. I forgot what show it was.
I don't remember. I don't know.
There's so many documentaries about it. It's just persistent.
What was the JFK drink that was like he was tied to the mob? What's that story about? Like,
I don't know exactly. What it was.
So the JFK the Kennedy family, JFK's father was involved with the Chicago mob.
Okay.
That's how they made their money. They came up with that, like kind of through, like not the most clean methods.
Mm-hmm.
And when JFK got into politics, he kind of started going against them, and they kind of thought that they were like betrayed by someone who's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So that came into it. And from the CIA standpoint, there was people in the CIA who felt like JFK wanted to disband the CIA. Like it's not needed, because there was a lot of people that felt too powerful in it.
Mm-hmm. The CIA wasn't needed.
Yeah, that's he kind of wanted to like get rid of it.
Oh.
Or he wanted to exert his influence over it, and they didn't like that. So they kind of like took him out, or they weren't like a fan of his ideals or like the stuff he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
So conspiracy, obviously, but
yeah, I mean, but a lot of it
there's just certain evidence that
a lot of it has been
point to
confirmed as true. That's the thing, and there's been a lot of like government documents that have been released like recently that have been declassified. Oddly enough, when Donald Trump first got into office, one of the things he did was he declassified a lot of documents pertaining to the JFK assassination.
Really?
Yeah. He just declassified like mad official documents.
Why?
I don't know why. I guess he wants to know too. Maybe Donald Trump is a conspiracy theorist. Maybe he's trying to find out about the aliens and they're not letting him.
Yeah, that's why he says Space Force.
He's tight. Yeah.
He wants to go to space so bad.
Because he knows they're there.
What if he's the president that brings us to space?
Honestly, it would change human trajectory, and he would be the leader of the new world.
He would be. He would.
Let's he can get the fuck out of here.
That's terrible.
Like, yo, if we make it to just interplanetary travel like easily,
and then
it was because of
he's
him,
the guy who just like goes into the meeting with the aliens. It's just like,
yo,
you're gonna give us your physics, all of that, your quantum, whatever's, your engines, and we're coming to your house.
and they do it.
And they're like, hang out.
later.
And then Donald Trump just comes back with like an Android arm that just like,
y'all see what I got?
He just has a robotic body.
he starts lifting this shit up with his mind.
Or he just
That's the worst person to have superpowers.
Who?
Donald
Oh
Trump.
hell
Oh
yeah!
my God, just imagine let me think, just a regular superpower that does not even like Spider-Man.
It's crazy that you bring up Spider-Man.
Just how annoying would he be?
If he had teleportation.
Spider-Man is back in the MCU.
Yeah, he is. They finally came to a deal with Sony and Fox.
Sony and Disney.
Whichever
Disney.
What's the
they
current
X-Men.
Spider-Man is going to keep going?
Yeah. That's not.
And they already agreed to the third film.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's too much money to be made.
Yeah, where they agreed to have him appear in other movies again. And it's like y'all already 10 years in.
It's like come on, don't.
Well, they're not 10 years in.
Not with him, but just the whole Marvel universe to get X amount. And I was like, what the fuck?
It'll be mad random. He was in mad movies, bro.
Mad movies.
He was in. I'm not gonna name him, but he was definitely
in
a
a
couple.
few. He was in like this last phase of the
Yeah.
MCU, like before Infinity War. Like he was a part of it. So
Definitely.
it was cool because I always wanted to see that. Like Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes.
Definitely.
When I was growing up, he was one of my favorites.
I always wanted to see him in the
It
Avengers.
was between him, Hulk, and Batman. And then Batman Spider-Man fell off, and now it was Hulk and Thor. But then Batman's been always the king.
Batman
Batman's
has
just cool.
been my favorite since for a long time, bro.
He's just one of the coolest characters in fiction.
I always watch the new shit that be coming out on his shit, bro. That should be wavy as hell.
Have you ever seen the comic book panels of Batman when he was first created, in the 30s?
No, I'm pretty.
His design, it's pretty much basic the same. It's been the same kind of costume and aesthetic, but he was a straight detective when he first came out. Legit detective, to the point he would walk around like a gun and a flashlight.
Really?
Yeah, if you look up some of the first panels, the original detective comics. Basically, but he'll be in a building and he'll just be like.
That's funny.
And it's just cool seeing it doesn't look real, but that's literally the
original Batman. That was the idea of him.
And it makes sense because he was introduced as a detective, not as a superhero. That came later.
Yeah. But
he was just at that point, it was just he was a real person, just solving crimes.
He always a real person.
Essentially.
Boy trained by
essentially.
Right. The rats. Yes, I do. Oh. That's the demon. What's it called? Oh, the demon. What is it? The demon what? The demon's head? Some shit like that. Oh, maybe. Whatever.
I know he's immortal. He goes to the Lazarus pit.
Mm-hmm.
He dies so many times, though.
He never dies. He dies.
I've seen him die so many times, but he just comes back.
Well, that's comic books, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
That's comic books.
Word.
Everybody dies. Everybody comes back. There's always time travel.
Word.
You know what is coming back?
What? Oh yeah, I was wanting to talk about
NBA.
KD pulled up. He's officially in New York. He's walking the streets.
Excited.
My boy is lit, yo, bro.
He can't play though, so.
So what?
It don't matter.
Exactly. It don't matter.
I'm gonna see him at Flight Club one day. He gonna be shopping at Flight Club.
I'm gonna be like, hey, get some new kneecaps.
Be like, you a bum still. Nah, I'm joking. Katie low key.
Yeah, you better say that.
He low key
Yo,
not
bro,
the
crazy.
but he's second.
He'll probably just tweet at you. So
what?
He's probably hearing us right now.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, bro, I love you.
Katie is not
You
listening.
Yo, imagine Katie listens to us and responds to us.
And he's like, yo, fuck out of here.
Yo, Katie, if you answer to this.
Katie kicking the door, sits down, and we have to interview him now. He's like, no, we got clearly here. Y'all told me too much shit about me. We're like, how did you even know?
I mean, one, I have so many questions.
How works the government? If you knew that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not the biggest KD fan, but it is cool. He's a
yeah, you're sure.
But yeah,
I'm not.
Y'all seen the first couple preseason games?
Nope.
Nah, I don't watch
I don't
football.
give a fuck about that.
Yeah, shit.
They
So
ain't
I want to
even
break it
playing
up.
people.
Yeah, I don't want to see like some dude fighting for like the third string.
It's not even playing defense.
He playing his heart
Wait, so
out.
y'all don't watch like summer league at all either?
Nope. What's wrong with you?
I like summer league. Y'all watch college
I
basketball?
watch Big 3 basketball. That's what I watch.
That's some good shit.
Exactly. That's
My
better
boy,
than all of that.
ISO Joe coming
Exactly.
back.
Came back.
Better be
got
ready.
signed. He will be ready. You can see him 4-point shots
I don't watch that.
to win the game.
I don't watch that.
Are you ready for ISO Joe to come back?
Am I ready for him? I guess. I mean, who cares? What team is he on?
He's on Detroit. We spoke about this.
We did.
last week.
I forget because that's how irrelevant Joe Johnson is.
No, you just don't know because you don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
I know Joe Johnson. He was like on the Hawks and shit. And he was
but
nice.
you didn't watch Big 3
And-
basketball.
I mean, I saw the post. I guess he's playing against like 60-year-olds, bro.
He's not though.
He's playing against
He's
like
about-
Brian
Yeah,
Scalabrine.
bro.
They,
All right,
they
bro. If
think
he goes
that.
off, it was 6th man of the year and shit. I'll apologize, but I'm good.
Oh,
Ryan Joe
cool.
Johnson,
Thank you.
the dude like 1,000 years old.
Yeah, y'all think LaMelo Ball could go number one?
Yeah.
If he keeps the hype up,
No, it's not even just the hype. He's
He's
talented.
good, bro.
Yeah, he's talented.
He's cooking.
I know he's talented. I'm
He's
not,
cooking
I'm not
over
saying he's not.
6'8".
6'8",
guard.
6'9", yeah.
I'm not saying he's not talented.
He
But
can pass.
I just think the fact that he is a Ball brother,
Mhm.
a team might be iffy taking him number one.
I heard that.
I mean, his
Lakers-
pops has
just
been
because of that.
so quiet.
He'll probably
that-
start up again.
No,
What do you mean? They have a clause against him. He has to be quiet.
do they really?
Yeah.
Oh, I never knew that. Cause like against who? Like
he
who
can't-
has something against him?
He can't comment on like situations
The
within
NBA?
with what the when the NBA is going on. Like the NBA, they have a whole like contract. He can't do no tampering as far as like it was mad news when like Lonzo was like basically got signed to the Lakers and all that happened.
Mhm.
They went on tour and was going on like to Sports Center and to all the different talk shows.
He was.
Like
he was.
this is what the Lakers are gonna do.
Yeah.
He's not a representative of the Lakers.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like you feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
I can see why. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know that though.
That's true.
I did not know that they were doing that.
But
Yeah.
Lonzo and LaMelo Ball, they kind of been distancing themselves from that whole like big baller.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
Lonzo
definitely.
was always distanced from that. Honest, well, not.
Well,
Yo,
they were wearing like the
Yeah.
shoes.
But did you
and
see the
everything.
interview that he had? He said he had an interview. He had to change his sneaker every quarter or every
every
half, some
quarter.
shit like that.
Lonzo Ball said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the shoes aren't good.
This like whoa.
But yeah, so like they haven't been wearing it. You know, LeVar Ball hasn't been saying anything crazy. So I mean, if he goes number one, that's cool.
I think it's
He has the
possible.
skill set for it, and it would be an interesting story just because he took such a different route.
You know who's
So
you know who the two people's gonna be, right? It's either gonna be him or Sharif, to be honest.
Sharif O'Neal.
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah,
that good?
Sharif is
Hell
nice.
yeah.
I haven't seen him play.
Nah, Sharif is nice.
He's
I just
dirty.
know he was like
He's
out for a year
mad
with
athletic.
some heart.
Well,
Yeah,
he
some
going to
heart problem.
UCLA, right?
I think he might be like another Dwight Howard, like as far as his body frame.
Nah, I
You
think
gonna disrespect Shaq's son
But
and
he's not gonna be
compare him
as
to
overweight.
Dwight
I
Howard.
said his body frame, not his athleticism or how he plays.
yeah, maybe.
Because he's not gonna be as big as
He's
Shaq, bro.
lankier. He's lankier.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is.
Dwight Howard
Dwight
is
Howard
like
not that
that.
lanky.
He's not. He's pretty.
He has big shoulders.
Dwight
I
Howard
think that
brolic,
Sharif-
bro.
Sharif.
I see what John means though. He could get Brolic like that.
Exactly.
He could.
He's
Yeah,
in
it's
he's
possible.
in high school, bro.
Yeah. Yo, you know Brolic is
He's
not a
gonna
word.
go up. It's not a word.
Did you know that?
Brolic is not a word.
Yeah, it's not.
Yo, but come on. Like my whole
It's
life.
slang.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I use words that aren't words. Y'all. It's y'all.
I mean, but I didn't find out until maybe like 3 years ago, and the way I found out was mad funny because I was at work.
Oh yeah.
I was at work.
Tried writing like a book report or some shit.
No.
So Brolic.
Nah, I was at work. It's where I was living in LA. So I was talking to somebody, and I said the word Brolic came up in a conversation. She was like, "What? What is that?" I'm like,
that they're just a dick. That's a dick move.
"No, they didn't know.
Yeah,
Like, she
yeah.
really
Yeah,
didn't know."
I met people that like,
I've never said it to anyone who didn't know it.
Gene doesn't know what that word. I think Gene was one of the person. And I was like, Brolic. She was like, Brolic.
It's
Oh,
funny.
it's strong.
It's funny because she mad Brolic.
I think that was the concept. I was like, yeah, because you met Brolic. She was like,
Yo, that shit is funny as hell
I
though.
used
Like,
to have a friend who would like say say some shit like that, he was like, "Yo, I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to get broccoli." I'm like,
"Oh, tell me you slapped him at least once."
He's my friend, bro. Every time he said it, it was hilarious to me because I just pictured him as like just turning into broccoli. Just that like,
his face, yeah, get money.
So every time someone says Brolic or I say it, I think of that, and I'm like, I wish we said that instead of Brolic. Like I wish it was just like trying to. I'm out here getting broccoli.
No, broccoli.
I'm getting Brock. Getting Brock.
Broccoli need to get the fuck out of here. Shit. What else? What else?
I like broccoli.
Broccoli
is good.
I mean, but
it's good and it's good.
I'm
for
not.
you.
I'm not
That's
getting
the
broccoli though.
That's the thing. It's good for you. So like,
Oh, you could get Brolic off broccoli.
That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
Wow. Sorry, I missed that.
Yo, welcome to episode 3. Welcome to episode 3.
Episode 3.
Subway Pigeons podcast.
That's a fact, yo.
I feel like
welcome in.
we're just now starting.
Like, this is
perfect. We weren't even recording before.
Bruh, that's funny though. That we literally didn't introduce at all.
Right.
No word. My name's Kiff. This is John. This is Eric. You guys know. But shit. What else? What else y'all want to get into?
Really? Wow. This fucking NBA season, I want to get back to it though, because these teams, the matchups, all of this shit.
Oh yeah, Lakers, Clippers.
Houston Rockets.
It's gonna be interesting.
James Harden.
There's some interesting teams.
Bruh, that shit is gonna be crazy fucking Z to see Zion play fucking to see John Moran
in New Orleans.
They're in a mural.
Like a poster, like he got, like you know LeBron had the arm.
Can we look that up?
Yeah, look that up. He's like this. Like the whole people in New Orleans there, his little brother.
Like a flyer?
His name is Noah Williamson. Is right to his left.
That's lit. That's too perfect.
Yo, bro. It's sad.
That's too perfect.
It's a mural?
Yeah, it's like a poster. You know, like LeBron has his joint with his arms out.
Oh yeah.
And Cleveland. He has one where he's just like, he hasn't even played a game and got one, bro.
I mean, they put him on a list. He's hiding mad people. Like I think he's hiding Carmelo Anthony. Like
he's higher. He's taller.
As far as the rank.
Come on, Eric.
Is it this?
No.
That's fire. I'm a copy. Well, Carmelo shouldn't be ranked if he's not in the league.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, it was just a list of. But so don't put him on it. He was on the list. That's what I'm saying.
I'm agreeing with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
If I'm saying like it's kind of disrespectful to put him in the rankings
if he's not even playing. Facts. Yeah. Let's just like at that point, it's like,
oh, that's it.
Yeah, possible alone, possible together.
Well, that's all.
That is like the LeBron witness.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
Do you think he has the most hype as a rookie since LeBron?
Yes.
He does, right?
There's
on that same level.
Lot, though.
Yo,
not to this level. Not to this level.
The amount of hype LeBron received coming out of high
Bro,
school.
it was ridiculous.
It's pretty similar to Zion Williams.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
I definitely can imagine that.
That's cool. I like that.
I mean, that's a wavy post.
He's the man. I mean, I don't think he'll be a bust.
I don't think he will either, but it's people. A lot of
it's always possible to bust as a draft pick.
It's not good.
You never know. You just never know.
I guess you never know, Eric. You're right.
Like, people thought Darko Milicic was going to be
Darko was
beast. Yo, I think if Melo was drafted by the Pistons, people view him in a completely different light because he'll be like a multiple-time champion. Because that was the one piece that Pistons team needed, a consistent scorer.
Yeah.
Wow, because when they were like getting edged out later on in their career,
and Hamilton.
In the playoffs, yeah, that's what they needed. They need like a consistent scorer because they were locked down on defense. Ben Wallace, Ben Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton. I think Rasheed Wallace.
What's the other Wallace? That's all.
Wallace was on it for 1 year though. Like I think he was on it.
Only one.
I think he joined the year after they won the finals, but they couldn't go back to back. They couldn't win two. Because you remember they lost to like LeBron that 1 year.
Yeah.
And that's what they needed later on. It was like they needed a consistent scorer who was young. They needed Melo instead. They drafted Darko. That would have been the perfect team for him to join too, because it was good veterans, good coach, and he was definitely needed.
Well, you fucked up.
And that's when he knew.
Yeah, I fucked up.
So are y'all hype about Samuel Jackson could like literally be in your career type shit?
What? Oh, with the Alexa shit. Yeah, he's basically gonna be the new voice of Alexa option.
Who?
Samuel Jackson.
Yo, Samuel Jackson is going
cool.
like,
I need you to
want me to
take a fucking left. Oh no, that's Google Maps.
Yeah, come on, bro.
You got GPS here.
That's what I'm saying. Well, why do you word? Did you make a left to go to the bathroom?
Where's
Why if before you leave you want directions how to get somewhere?
But you're not gonna remember all that.
Yo, Eric, shut up.
Alright, right. So imagine
Can Alexa hook up to your phone
No.
and send you some shit like here.
I don't
Amazon got a phone. Once they do, that's probably what they about to drop next year.
To be honest,
Why
Amazon.
doesn't Amazon be?
Watch, it's in the project, bro.
what if Amazon
making
take
it
over
right
Apple
now.
right
I
now?
don't even have the information. I'm just saying. I know they're making
Amazon?
They're making a car about Amazon right now.
If Amazon got into the smartphone business to compete with Apple, I think Samsung would suffer the most.
Samsung would definitely suffer. But you know what would be crazy? What if they offer some shit like, yo, you buy the phone, it ships you 5 minutes. Well, not 5 minutes, or some like other shit. Like
to be fair, if you buy an iPhone off Amazon, it would get to you in the same amount of time. You know what I mean?
But can you buy iPhones off?
Of course.
Then,
you can buy anything.
Oh yeah, you can. Obviously, Apple.
But I feel like if another company got into like that smartphone like race, like Samsung would suffer the most because it's eating into their clientele. Apple, like the Apple client base, like they're all in on Apple products. Like nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like nothing's gonna change it. But if you introduce something else, it's that consumer that would like try something different with the Android. So like it'll just cannibalize some of their sales. It could be a good thing. Introduce like a third horse into the race.
Fuck.
Because no one really.
Except Samsung.
What's the third competitor? It's like Google phones.
Who?
Like Google has smartphones.
A Razr?
Like the HTC? No, bro.
The Psychic LX?
No, that wasn't a Google phone.
I'm just saying, like.
I'm talking about like smartphone.
BlackBerry? I don't know.
BlackBerry still exists.
I know, but I'm just saying, like that. My point is in saying that is I only know about Samsung phones and iPhone phones.
Yeah, I know.
That's it. That's it. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's like a third one, and like it's Google phones, like HTC phones are also a thing, but they're like it's like a power gap. Alright.
Word. It's like. That's a good phone, I guess.
I don't know. I don't have one. I'm just saying, like that would be like the third one in that race. But it's like a power gap.
But it's like
a big gap.
That's what I'm saying.
But
if
listen,
a company like
it's
Amazon has decided to make
who cares about third place second?
No one. I'm just talking about
no one.
We were on the topic if Amazon like made a smartphone.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving you the context. And I still talk to you like I'm stupid.
It's like
I'm just saying that's what you're saying by explaining all of this. The context. I'm giving you guys the context so you understand why Amazon is coming into the business.
And you guys are choosing not to accept this context.
Because you saying some whole other shit I never even heard of as far as the phones.
Bro, you said like PTSD.
You know what?
What's H?
You know what I do know what something is? PTSD. How do you guys feel about that? Or like mental health?
I did a report in class in college on PTSD, so I know quite a lot about
PTSD is
within the military.
I know
because there's a lot of situations.
Not just there though. Like I think PTSD needs to be kind of like widened how we treat it, because you got to think about it like, yo,
exactly.
Who's to say like a heart surgeon doesn't suffer PTSD dealing with like
looking at somebody's
neighborhood
or like their life?
Yeah,
exactly. Growing up in a certain just like bubble, you know, like shit you see.
Yeah.
Sure, your family.
At a young age.
Exactly that. Now it translates into how you act and move.
My fault, John. You could pass the remote.
Nah, pass the remote.
Nah, yeah, because I want to play a clip that I'm not gonna play all of it, but it's Kevin Love. He was talking about
Kevin Love, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he was yeah, he's got me so tight doing that. Give me this damn remote, man. Yeah, he was talking with Charlemagne just about mental health period and anxiety and things. It was an interesting concept that he brought up, and I wanted to see.
Say it again. Who? Charlemagne and
Kevin Love.
Yeah, I've seen a clip of this before, but not the complete conversation.
Find it right quick. I just want to make sure the audio's good. Make sure it loads down. Are you playing it? Oh, my fault. Can't even hear it. Can I hear anything?
Probably come out the speaker.
Yeah, I know why.
Okay, well.
Yeah, it's a little choppy right now. We'll bring it up another time. But you know what? What we'll do? We'll post a link in the bio.
Well, what was he saying?
But basically,
I could put the video after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could. Alright, basically what he was saying with it, it's the way he worded it. That's why it's like hard to.
Alright, so are you?
No, it's good. The reason it's on this that you can't hear it. I know why. They'll go up.
We're good.
Time now where if you reach your
It's at the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Submission, guys like now
Are you not playing it today?
No, I'm not because it's not plugged into the phone. Yeah,
We're fucking up.
Yeah, we are fucking up.
We'll get it right.
It's hard to get that synced up, but it's make it louder.
now, I mean, I always talk about it. I always look at it now like it's just something that I've always had. Like it's a it used to be, I think both. It's like what's the opposite of unhappiness? It's hopelessness. The opposite of unhappiness would be happiness. No, but I think it's hopelessness. Like the idea of feeling hopeless, like
You could skip it just a little bit ahead. It's just a certain part that he talks about. But you heard what he said though. He said the opposite of unhappiness is hopelessness.
Yeah.
But when I heard that, I'm like, that don't really make any sense. But the way he explained it, I got it. But yeah, you could play.
I mean, like, I think we could get the gist of what he's saying. Like, he's just talking about anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
the opposite of happiness is hopelessness. Hopelessness is like
That's gonna pick up.
anxiety, and mental illness, depression. This is not an overstatement. Chronic anxiety is a crisis of hope. It is the fear of a failed future, whereas depression is a crisis of hope because it is the belief in a future.
So
okay, depression is for meaningless, and what was the chronic anxiety?
he said,
it's the fear of a failed future.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
yeah, that's what he said for anxiety and depression is
The fear of
a hopeless future.
Okay.
And it's like him saying that is like, damn, like that's some deep shit if you really think about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, there's so much that goes into it. Anxiety and like, and it's so much that's tied to it. Like, anxiety causes depression.
There's like a real world.
They're not the same thing.
Yeah,
But they often come together.
they come together definitely.
And like they just hit people in completely different ways. Like people can express or have like a manic, like depressive breakdown just in a completely different way, and it comes out with there's so many red flags and so many people deal with it, and it's just been on a steady rise,
And
statistically.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I think a lot of that does have to do with like social media.
I feel like social media is the cause of it because everybody's like scared of what's like going outside. To be honest, I feel like
I wouldn't say that. It's just like they feel pressure because they want to look a certain way.
That
They
also
want validation.
that also
Everything is comparison.
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
On the
it's like-
internet, like literally.
Yeah.
and then it's competition within.
It's all about numbers. Like, oh, if I get this amount of likes, if I get that
and that's
amount.
why Instagram was looking into taking away the number of likes appearing on people's photos, and they started like a trial run, like a beta run in certain states and towns, like to see how like it affects the business and all that. But at the end of the day, it's really like everyone is compared. Everyone wants to pretend to have something, or not even wants to pretend, but eventually wants to get there, and like just constantly seeing other people already there.
Yeah, it's like
it hits home like really harder than just being able to just focus on yours.
Definitely.
It also comes from like alienation. It's just like a lot of like
with the internet, you don't really need to come into contact with
humans at all. It's like there's no communication
through
the people.
Like what environment are you in? It's just like, are you just like struggling to
get by? Support? Exactly.
Do you have support? A lot of people just like they're alone.
Exactly,
and then they're just trying.
gateway.
They're trying to just like make it through life on their own. They're trying their best. They're keeping things together relatively, but like you never know what someone's going through. At the end of the day, that's literally like the point I'm getting to. It's just like
whenever you see someone, it's probably a mask you're seeing.
Yeah, definitely.
Whenever you're speaking to someone, you don't know what's happening. So like I always like make a conscious effort to just like try to be nice to everyone I interact with.
Yeah.
I don't get annoyed with people. I try to be as patient as I can because we all go through shit.
Definitely.
Like we're all struggling.
It's like people are people. People have feelings.
Yeah.
So like at the end, but it's crazy. Like with that, it's like how people wear masks. Like I know I brought this up last week or a couple times. Like with Meg Thee Stallion and the baby, how they both lost somebody so significant to them while on the come up with it, and it's like
that's a little different from this topic of like mental health though. That's just like a loss. Like
but sheesh. What was that? I mean, you don't think that would definitely fuck up somebody's mental health?
Well, of course, but that's like, of course it would. But like anxiety and depression is a different thing. It's something that happens like
without that loss. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's a different kind of adversity. It's just it
ties in a way.
If we're talking mental health, like it's just a different thing.
Yeah,
it could definitely affect your mental health. It could affect like how you act for a little bit, but it's definitely a big issue that hopefully more people get readily.
I feel like it's people are becoming more aware of it. Let me say, like to the point that like where they could have a Charlamagne and Kevin Love, where they both, these are two people that are really big on this topic. Where they've gotten deep into the conversation and how we can fix it. So
a lot of younger people too who are dealing with it, they don't know what it is.
Yeah,
they just feel sad all the time. They have no energy. They feel like they don't really want to put themselves out there.
Yeah,
they're dealing with it in a different way, and they're scared to talk about it because they don't even know how to like express that.
Yeah,
and I feel like especially for like the younger generation that are dealing with like all this like massive information readily available, just dealing with social media is like what they grow up with, all their friends do it.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be like each other. We just need to be more open to like treating it and letting these younger like kids speak on it more, talk about their feelings, and just build up support systems. Not just for young people, just anyone. Like if you're going through something, like reach out and talk to someone.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Because suicide rates are spiking. Especially in the US, and it's just for the first time since like 1930, I believe, the life expectancy in the United States has declined because of that. Because the suicide rate is spiking. Like alcoholism is rising. Yeah, opioid epidemic.
Everyone is crazy.
Yeah, like we have like a serious drug problem, and it's all tied into the same thing. It's just like, we need to find out like what's wrong.
Yeah, word. And a lot of people like in just this generation with like just the influence of drugs, it's like that's their first go-to whenever they're feeling that depression. Rather than speaking to someone, it's like it's mad easy for me to get a pill.
Yeah.
It's mad easy for me to get this.
It's not easy to get the help you really need.
Exactly.
It's not pay thousands of dollars to see a psychiatrist.
Yeah, definitely.
That's their first go-to.
it's people are trying to find a way just to get lost even more.
There's mad music influence in that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like look at Future. Like if you look at his lyrics, like printed
Bro,
out on a sheet of
yo,
paper,
he's a sad boy.
You're gonna
He even
be.
said, yo,
He needs help.
He's like,
Yeah,
That man needs help.
he definitely
No one's
needs
helping
help.
him.
No
he
one's
said
helping.
that he stopped drinking lean or doing something, but he still talks about it.
Oh really?
Yeah, word.
Nah, lean messes with your head. I
mean,
I read Gucci Mane's book a while back, and he talks about like when he was like going through some shit, like he was fully on like just lean all the time. Like he was just thinking about shit different. Like he was paranoid.
Yeah.
It was like all that stuff brings on anxiety also.
Oh, yeah,
Just circle
definitely.
back on it. It's just like it might take you out of it, like
For that moment,
For that moment,
yeah. But
but-
once it's gone, it's like
yeah, once those long-term side effects kick in, it starts affecting like other parts of your brain. You're gonna start feeling paranoid all the
I've seen
time.
that shit. It's mad annoying.
We got a
Yeah.
buggo.
A little
Yeah,
little
mosquito.
monkey in here.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Fuck him. Nah. But yeah, that was a good conversation to have. Yeah. Did do y'all know who Lil Bibby is? I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Just to ask. Do you know who Lil Bibby is?
Yeah, from Shakira.
Huh?
Yes.
Okay, just
Out of
making
all
sure.
the people, that's the first person I know.
Out of
No,
from
I'm
Chicago? I'm not saying damn.
From
I mean
Chicago.
from that drill
No, I was just
wave.
saying out of everybody, you know, you
Drill
know,
wave.
as far as the baby, Megan Thee Stallion, and all
Oh, I'm weak. Not used to but yeah, he decided to stop rapping and become an exec.
that.
But
Yeah, I respect it.
Of what?
I feel like he did
As-
stop rapping.
As
A music exec.
like he doesn't want to rap, he wants to acquire talent and
Yeah,
develop.
he wants to be like an A&R, which
Nah.
I like because
Didn't he do that first with Juice WRLD? Like, wasn't he someone who influenced Juice WRLD? Like,
was
to
it
promote him? And
maybe because
Juice
Juice
WRLD
WRLD's from Chicago.
Yeah, yeah,
So
right.
I'm not surprised by that.
And like Lil Baby has a brother as well who's really heavy in like the management of like careers
Okay,
for musicians. So like I it must be another rapper, but I'm like 80% sure it's Lil Baby who like really helped like
Juice WRLD.
Yeah, G Herbo helped Juice a little
Juice,
bit.
definitely. I knew that. But I fuck with the move just because it's, I like that he's taking the initiative that he sees something that maybe he thinks that he could change within the music game, because like I feel like these execs is just
At the end of the day,
it's
a musician becoming in that position understands what the musician is going through.
yeah,
that he's
of course,
going
yeah, definitely.
He has his own, of course, agenda, Lil Bibby, but it's more catered to a musician's end rather than an executive who's literally
Who just don't
looking
give
at
a fuck.
money.
He's just like, all
He's
right,
looking at the
make
money,
the
like,
make the best hit you can make right now,
I'll-
and
we'll decide
we'll do
based
what
off
we
of
gotta
what the
do.
people are telling us.
Yeah,
You feel me? Rather than, yo, we could create a wave. We could do this, you feel me? And instead of following a format.
yeah, definitely,
Like,
definitely.
So definitely, I feel like...
And you
Yeah,
could say
that's
he
something
was one of the first rappers to come out of Chicago with that drill wave, like heavy.
word.
So I wouldn't put it past him that
Easily
he
one of the first names that I've heard.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I did hear of when I was getting put onto
Yeah.
music.
So that's dope that he's doing that. I want to bring that up
Most
and shine
definitely.
some light on that. That's cool.
Did you guys do you know who Ben Shapiro is?
That name sounds very familiar.
He's like a right wing talking head for like conservative like politics. Like he just says hot takes. He said that rap isn't music.
Isn't.
He said rap is not music, and he like explained why.
Okay, I'm listening.
I'll show some of it.
I would like to hear his
Is he going to talk about like... Let me just hear.
I have the musical case against rap, and then I'll get to the cultural case. So,
Yeah, I
so
recognize
the musical
that.
case against rap
Yeah.
is that, in my view, and the view of my music theorist father who went to music school,
He's gonna say
there are
something.
three elements to music. There is
Yeah.
harmony, there is melody, and there is rhythm. And rap only fulfills one of these, the rhythm section. That there's not a lot of melody and there's not a lot of harmony. And
Yeah,
thus
listen,
it is
guys.
basically
Oh, yeah,
effectively spoken rhythm. And
Further
so
than
it's
that.
not
No,
actually
it's
a
not.
form of music. It's a form of rhythmic speaking. And thus,
All right, that's enough of this dude. But he just wants a reaction. He's just one of
that
those.
I could that's all I was.
Political
He
talking heads.
looking for the cloud.
And,
Like what's the other? You know what I'm gonna say.
and primarily like urban culture, black culture. It's like
shit.
he doesn't like anything that goes against like the established status quo, like white people.
Yeah, cool. I can tell.
And you can tell like that. And you can tell like that makes him like nervous because he always says like something anti like super left field. But it's just like to say like rap isn't music because it doesn't have melody or harmony.
It's like
rhythm. It's just like if you listen to like just a guitar player with no drums, is that not music?
Yeah, word, facts.
It's stupid, right?
Word, like
if you just listen to like a violin player,
a dude on a fucking on a bucket and and a stick is fucking music.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's just like
it's just stupid. And he says like based off like his music theorist father who went to school, it's just like like that has nothing to do with you. You don't know anything about
music theorist.
Yeah,
what the fuck
like
is
literally
that?
like that. You don't play an instrument. You think about music. That's what music theorists
is. Yeah,
think.
You think about it.
You're like, what would this sound like? It's just like
Its frequency is a little.
Yeah, so he just said this. He said this a few days ago. I kind of like. Bad taste in my mouth. I don't really like it.
I don't like
but he always says some next shit. Like that's how his.
That's like that.
That's his brand.
Little twist. Yeah.
That's his brand.
Yeah, it's like that blonde haired chick. What's her name? Y'all know what I'm talking. Yeah. Facts. Same shit. Just looking for the soundbite.
They're just a talking head. Get a soundbite. That's all
soundbite.
They get views. They get people talking about
them. I came up across this.
Came upon it.
Yes, I was watching an episode of One Piece, and look, that's Usopp. We're gonna put the video.
I'll put up a photo of Usopp.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I wasn't even gonna bring this up, but I just found it cool just because I know that we're all into One Piece.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so basically it's a look. You could look up this name. I don't know why they fucking just sent it to you. Arena Siri. It's like a brand, but I just know that the brand is named Marine Siri, I think, and like she just does shit. Like look on.
She's on Essen.
Just go to the patterns. Like it's like literally the same exact pattern. That's why I'm bringing it up. This is like, whoa, that's kind of cool. Like it's like the same exact shit.
Where
like she make.
Is it like a bend?
Nah, go back on Google and then just go to like this shit right here.
Oh, like the actual.
It's like nah. You see like it's double, but right there. Like I don't know. I just found that
kind of getting influenced like real fast.
Of course.
Yeah.
Word.
So I don't know if she did it on purpose or anything like that. It's just I just noticed that. I'm like,
you never know.
No lie. The artist and the artist.
She's Japanese. She's Japanese.
Yeah, the designer.
Oh, then of course,
exactly.
Yo, he's like that's kind of like equivalent to Walt Disney out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so maybe.
And also, there's a lot of Japanese culture that influences everything that comes out of Japan. So a lot of the stuff might look the same because they're both influenced by something
by the same thing. Yeah, definitely.
So like,
I was thinking that same thing.
But if this is what if she was influenced from that original, because that's an old episode.
It's an old ass episode. That's what I'm saying. Like
so
this shit came out hella long ago.
Hella lit if like she got influenced and it was just like I'm doing that.
Like I'm literally just like. I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? That's the same exact
thing. And you know what's funny? Like in One Piece and like some of the older episodes, like I know like we'll get off of One Piece topic, but there's like sometimes the artist will draw a character in like an outfit that references like a real brand.
Yeah.
Like there was I remember there was one like episode where he drew the character Nami and she's wearing a swimsuit but it's bait camel. Like bait is Nigo's from Japan.
Yeah.
Like it's clear it's bait. It doesn't say bait, but you can tell.
You can see the camel.
You know the influence.
You know the influence. It's blue camel, bait. You know that's what you think of.
That's litty. I like that.
But yeah.
Since we're on clothing topic, so I was in a fabric store the other day, and this random lady. She starts talking to me and my girl. She said she was buying fabric.
Kind of fabric.
It was just like fluffy.
Fabric. That's not fabric,
bruh.
It's just like
kind of fabric.
It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Neoprene.
It looked like a mat. Like imagine a mat with like the float, like our bath mat.
Oh, I understand.
Terry cloth.
Yeah, like that kind of. But she said but it was mad fabric, bro. Like it was a lot of it. I'm gonna say maybe maybe like 5 yards of that. That's
a good amount.
That's a lot of fabric, bro. Like
That's a
for
good
real.
amount of
So I'm like, what the fuck? But then she starts talking to us, and she's like, I'm going home. And I'm gonna go make puppets, and started like laughing. I'm just like, she's not gonna go home and go make puppets.
She might. She's gonna do something with those.
If you
Yeah, I was out to think of that.
what kind of puppets?
She's but
puppets
what if she's making like a big?
souls
What if she's making like a big
Fuck puppet.
furry like outfit?
Furry's not a puppet, bro. That's different. It's a different thing. If we're gonna talk about furries,
I'm just saying.
we could go down that path. I don't want to.
He's offended.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended at all. It's just a different thing.
What I'm saying is I'm just saying that I don't think she was going home to make puppets. I think she was going home to make a furry costume because that was mad fabric. Why do you need that much fabric to make a puppet? How many puppets are you making?
Maybe it's a big puppet.
It could be one. It could be multiple. You never know. She might have a business.
Do you think puppets are weird?
I mean, but she said she was gonna go on YouTube and she was gonna post it on her IG story. She didn't even say YouTube. She's gonna post it on her IG story. So I definitely didn't believe her. I'm like, nah.
How do you feel about puppets?
Like not even like I remember like the R.L. Stein books.
Yeah, I have a funny
Like-
story about that actually.
I definitely had a scary
moment with the ventriloquist.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a type of puppet. But I mean, like, I feel like puppets
I have a
were
nightmare about
like a
Me too.
thing in culture, like for children, way back before we had like any technology. It was something that keep children entertained. But I feel like now I find them kind of weird. Like
They've been
like dolls.
like the Muppets and Sesame Street. Those are puppets, but I feel like those were still like kind of okay for children at the time.
Definitely.
But I feel like puppets now, like I never been that into them.
I've never been.
Puppets are kind of strange.
I never even really
last
did
person I really
Sesame
seen to like really have a puppet was the Jeff Dunham, the
like
fucking comedian. Yeah, with that was like.
last.
I think he's still. I think he did some show on Netflix. Like
He's still around.
yeah,
But that doesn't get old.
I mean it is kind of funny though. Like the bomb one. What's his name? The
old
the
man?
terrorist.
Oh yeah.
That's just.
I forgot about it.
I'm talking about.
Not.
I'm talking about Jeff
Yeah,
Dunham,
the
stand-up
bomb
comedy guys.
Bomb one.
You know what movie I just saw for the first time like
What?
2 days ago? Get Out.
How did
I
you feel
haven't
about
seen
it?
It's better than I thought.
It's a really good movie.
Okay, so like
No, I have seen them. I haven't seen Us.
You haven't seen Us?
so I saw Us,
Mhm.
right? I wasn't crazy about Us.
I'm happy.
I thought it wasn't
I've
like
seen the good one.
the premise.
Facts.
The premise of Us is very interesting and it's original.
Mhm.
So I just assumed Get Out was like kind of like that same quality, but like I watched
was
it.
more.
It's like the shots were really cool.
Really good shots.
It was
really,
directed like interestingly.
Like,
It was
yeah.
also an interesting premise.
Yep.
And like it was a legit horror movie. Like it followed like horror
Yeah.
tropes
Yeah.
in an original way. And the acting was good.
Yeah, it was good acting. It had a good like funny
Yeah,
moments. Like
so-
it had
So when it first came out, I thought it was getting all that buzz just because like the subject matter of it, because it had to do with like white people, themes of slavery, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Good.
yeah,
Artistic.
but it is artistically sound. So I was like, I really liked it. I
yeah.
enjoyed it.
Get Out was definitely a
The,
good
the
movie.
only thing I know, this movie's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah, yeah,
so I'm about it now.
It's all good.
I feel like the main character wasn't that interesting to me as a character. I felt like he didn't really have that much going on that made him interesting.
I feel like that's what made it more.
That's what.
good.
Yeah, because he was just like a
regular
nobody. He was like a
Exactly.
nobody.
No, I get that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just like the only thing they wrote for him
Mhm.
interesting was like
He was a photographer.
Him killing.
that, and like but for that, like, oh, just give him a camera when he's in a party. But they don't really say he's a photographer. You know what I mean? It's like he doesn't really
Oh,
have
no, the development.
exactly. And like they only gave him like certain things in his backstory. Is like, okay, this makes him interesting, but it doesn't really make him interesting.
You'd rather see him fighting alongside T'Challa, right?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's, oh, he's in that movie.
Yeah. Word. But
I don't know, but Jordan Peele directed it, right?
yeah.
I think he's a good director and he's a good writer.
Yeah,
He writes-
he's a great writer.
I'll say the 2 movies I've seen from him, like
His
the
mind was
premises
somewhere
are
else.
very interesting
And
and
different.
they're original.
Yeah, they're
And,
very different.
I can definitely appreciate that.
So, this is the last topic that I want to go off But y'all seen this shit? It's basically, I just thought about it because Drake just recently wore the sweater. You know what I'm talking about, the same sweater that said "Yay, must be reborn" or whatever. What the fuck it said? So alright.
The album didn't drop, by the way.
Oh, we
I told y'all.
We didn't even speak about that, but just look at the. What does that remind you of?
What does what remind me of?
Look, I wish I'd play it again. It's basically just like clouds in this shit. Why does it keep going? Oh, there we go. What does that remind you of?
Drake is saying, "Come on, bro. You can't claim clouds.
Yeah,
you can't claim clouds."
But what I'm saying is the only reason why
I hear that.
The only reason why I'm bringing it up, like I said, is because what had just happened. They are petty towards each other, and we all know this.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm just saying,
it's a little video clip of a snippet from, I'm guessing, Kanye's upcoming project.
Yeah,
that's
supposed to drop today, yesterday, the day before yesterday.
He's releasing a movie for it.
Yeah,
and the snippet is a clip of one of the screenings and one of the scenes, quick cut in the Instagram video. It was a shot of Kanye with the backdrop of a blue sky, white clouds, similar to Drake's album cover. Nothing was the same.
Yes, that's all I'm saying. It could be completely nothing.
Fucking bugs.
Completely nothing. But what if it is? That's all I'm saying. But
what do you mean? Like, is it shot at him?
I'm sure it is.
I don't think so. Well, I don't know.
I'm sure it is.
He's on a Sunday service shit. He's supposed to be.
I'm sure it is a shot. If Drake posted that, obviously it's.
No, I think it was like Elliot Wilson that posted it.
Oh, so come on, man. No one cares.
What you mean?
Who's Elliot Wilson?
You serious?
He'd be on the Kanye song. You don't be on some songs?
You talking about
who's Elliot Wilson?
I forgot.
I don't know who you talking about.
This singer.
Nah, I'm talking
Charlie
about
Wilson.
Charlie Wilson.
Oh yeah,
The guy would be on his features.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about
Elliot Wilson.
Elliot Wilson is the media personality guy. He has a podcast. He has a just shit like that. He's on Tidal, sound of Jay-Z type shit.
Yeah, first I heard of him. That's cool.
Yeah, he's pretty known in that area, in the media space. But he always just posts like clips like that. It's just that I seen he posted mad clips. It was just that clip to me. It was just like whatever. Let's just bring it up. Little whatever. You know what I'm saying?
It's interesting though that because you know Kanye.
Yeah, like I said,
Nothing Was the Same was a fucking classic album that is pretty. Everyone knows what the cover looks like. So for you to do that and then look at the screen like, yeah, let's edit it. You feel me? We're gonna get this shot. Let's retake it. You know what it looked like. Nothing was the same.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
It's fair. That was my only psyche going into it, is all.
But it is just clouds in the sky.
It is.
At that point,
but it looks like it.
But that's what I'm saying.
But at that point, it's just like, you know, if someone drops an album with like an apple on their cover, every time someone eats an apple, they're gonna be like,
that's different though.
How?
If I say me and you been fighting over apples for our whole life. Some shit. I mean, I'm just saying, like, they've been having issues.
That's a bad example.
It is a bad example.
Because how accessible are apples? Very.
How accessible is the sky?
How accessible is a shot with nothing but the sky behind you?
But and that quite
crazy.
I'm just saying that is
so easy to get that shot.
I'm not saying
it's naturally.
All right.
It's
how
not
many
that crazy
people in their videos have that shot?
I'm sure a lot of people. If you looked into it,
name them?
Not off the top of my head,
but I can name Kanye
and Drake.
What? But look, you're not understanding.
I am understanding.
The last time someone did that was Drake. Who since then has done it?
I'm sure there's people. If we look into it, we just don't put that much thought into it because it's that's just the sky. The only reason we're talking about it is...
I'm just talking about with that silhouette, with
that...
Yeah,
no, I get it.
But
I get it. I just don't think that's like...
I think it's a bad comparison.
I don't think if Drake like said, "Oh, that's copying off of me," I think that's silly. It's
not, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Drake is not going to do that or whatever.
Oh, I thought that's why you brought it up because
I'm just bringing it up just for
general.
Yeah, in general.
Anybody
like I just thought about that.
When you put up clouds, it's like, yo, that's
it's mad similar to what he did.
Like, and he did it already. So let's go and do something else. Let's go into a gas station and make a video there.
Word on top of the 2006 Nissan.
Yeah.
Never seen videos like that?
I've seen a video shot in every setting you can imagine.
Like, in the closet?
Yes, R.
Trapped
Kelly,
in the closet.
Trapped in the closet. There is a 40-part series around that premise.
Was it in the closet?
Yes.
Don't fucking say yes. I watched the shit. You're in the room. You're in the house. You're not. There's not 5 people in the fucking closet with one camera.
There's multiple scenes.
Fucking shit.
There's multiple scenes of R. Kelly in the closet.
Yes, there are, but
I said
but for the main setting, it was not in the closet.
There's a lot of scenes.
That's why I want to see 5 people.
But there's a lot
really
of scenes.
close, uncomfortable, and they're trying to act seriously.
But there's a lot of scenes. Just like I'm sure that full movie Kanye drops, I'm sure he's not going to be in front of the cloud the entire time.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, you said I've seen a shot in basically everything. Of course, a shot could be everything. I'm talking about like the entire series.
That is my point.
But
that's what I'm saying.
But it's a particular shot.
It's where that.
But that's what
you
I
could
said.
go to it. It's like I said,
shot.
to get that silhouette, to get
you
that
have to
kind
do a
of
particular shot.
You got it. That's not
the
easiest of things to do.
Yes, it is. It's easy. You literally take the photo in front of the sky. You literally go outside. It's been done a million times. Yeah, Drake has a classic album that happens to be his album cover, but I don't think anyone who does some shit like that going forward is just like biting off of Drake.
What about Murakami? Takashi Murakami.
That's an art style.
Yeah, I know. But
if someone does the same shit as him, it could be paying homage to him.
Stop. You didn't even listen to me, bro. Kanye had Takashi Murakami on his album, designed it. Right? The next artist that does that is going to get compared to Kanye.
I think unfairly, because it's just an artist. You're paying an artist to do your own.
It's the same. It's like nobody was doing that before. Like, not that nobody was doing sky shots, but within this era right now,
no one is that.
In this era where everybody's
like
in competition,
where
everybody's
Drake
in competition.
and Kanye are been button heads since forever. I'm just saying, it could just be to. It don't have to do anything. It's just like,
and on top of that, Kanye is a baiter. He knows that people are gonna do this exactly. Like, let's do a cloud scene. Fuck that, nigga. Like, you feel me?
But it's just like, all right, you brought up the Murakami thing. That's different. That's like an art piece.
No, right? It's not. No, it's not. I'm talking about Takashi Murakami. Literally designed the bear. He did the album. Now, if someone else gets Takashi Murakami to do that for them,
that kind of art style,
specifically, they can get a whole nother artist.
There's
a bunch of different artists.
All right,
but you're
talking about a shot.
It's a bunch of different shots,
and
you chose that
person standing in front of the sky. It's not like the artist went and deadass created a sky for Drake. It's a sky. It's not even like a difficult shot. That's all I'm saying. I get your point.
You're looking into the
physical. You think about
the influence it has.
I just don't think it has that much bearing. Just given it's not that.
But that's what you're talking about. Nothing was the same as a classic album.
It is, and we're talking about a little clip of a snippet of a movie that's dropping. It could have just been a transition scene. You're saying in that. Everyone's gonna be compared to Drake. They just show a sky.
Bro. I want to get off the topic because I said it 5 times and you're not listening. It's
I am listening.
You're thinking that we're saying because he put that in there, that's the biggest shot towards Drake is gonna be an hour long in front of the sky.
No, I don't think you're saying that. But I'm just saying,
but that's what you're saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's
not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, to make that comparison, I feel like it's a little unfair. It's a little easy, or to say,
well, as soon as I see it, that's exactly what I thought of.
Oh, were you seeing it also?
Because of the influence, nothing was the same.
That's not what I thought until he said it.
No. It's just like I said. This only
if you didn't mention it, or if you didn't mention it to me and bring it up, and I saw that. I wouldn't even think it unless someone brought it up to me. And then once it's brought to my attention, I see it. I'm not saying I don't see it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's just that that could mean something that we just don't know.
I don't think it means something.
It don't mean
it's just I did it too. I don't think Kanye chose this is gonna be the shot. It's I feel like he was let's do clouds. But the audience are the people who's comparing it. And automatically, whenever a person sees it, because Nothing Was the Same was so influential, because Kanye thinks he's better than Drake, Drake thinks he's better than Kanye. The two people who are like kind of like the musical geniuses of this generation are now, he just copied it to the audience. When it's to you, it's just a regular shot.
Right.
But we're just talking about the influence. That's it.
And I understand that completely. But I'm sorry, I guess I worded it differently, and it was kind of like, felt like I was going against that. I feel like what I was saying, a shot in a movie has less significance than Drake chose that for an album cover, which is a static image, which is synonymous with a classic album.
Okay.
So I'm saying I don't think you can compare those two.
But kinda, you know, like, all right.
But
you know when you're making a film or anything, it's a treatment that you make. You literally go scene by scene, and everything has a meaning.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Like,
it has a
notes,
meaning.
like the panel, you literally sketch it, and
It has a meaning, but there's also transitional shots. So like you
of
have
course,
something.
but we don't know if that's a transitional shot.
Well, we don't know anything about it, really.
No,
we're just speculating.
We're gonna have to wait until October 25th.
If even then, it might be
speculating.
2020
If anything,
that we actually.
Oh yeah. But
if
this shouldn't come out in 2 years. To be honest.
If anything, I'd say Drake probably put more thought into that image.
Oh, of course,
it's
it's
the
the
album cover.
of course, hell yeah.
That was my point.
Hell yeah.
And
Okay, I can see that. Yeah,
I don't
I
think I
agree.
expressed that well.
I agree with you.
Hell yeah,
Definitely. Sure.
But
word up.
there's the audience that's gonna do it. It's not like the artists.
You know, like we said, man,
Shooting each
people
other.
live on the internet. People live on the internet and just look for things like that.
And
And you know, I was one of those people. I was one of those people to notice it. That's all it was.
it was good notice.
Yeah.
Good eye.
Word up. But
Yo,
it's the Subway Pigeons.
this has been the third episode.
It's been.
Oh, we wrapping it
Yeah,
here?
we're wrapping it.
we're
John
wrapping
Boy's
it.
wrapping it today.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a good episode.
Talk your
This
shit.
is John Boy for Eric and Kafar. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Please subscribe and like below.
Like, share.
Yes.
Yeah, follow
If
the pages.
if you like it, follow us. All the social media platforms in the description. Check us out. You know, like, share, subscribe, support.
We are
going.
gonna comment on some shit like we should talk about. If you guys have any suggestions, IG comments, YouTube comments, whatever, we check everything.
Yeah, I mean.
Hi.
Say my name.